the Battalion.
Just 38 seconds into this one, and the sold-out Memorial Gardens is rocking with an early goal. Puck comes back to the line. Mathern sends it back in behind the goal. Sandu was there, and he is bumped by Van Steensel. Wakely back to the line. Mathern's shot is tipped into the far corner, and Sandu gets to it quickly. To the line, but kept in. Here is Romani chipping it ahead, and it's off the skate of Mathern in behind the goal. Van Steensel was there. Oster didn't know it. And Lockhart gets it out to center ice. Ritchie drops for Lockhart, trying to cut to the middle, and Wakely was there. Roll-offs on the far side, sends it behind the goal. It got by Callum Ritchie, comes back to Betkowski. Puck in behind the goal, and Christopoulos trying to get away from Ritchie. Will skate it out, find some open.
Great pad kick save.
D'Amato, long shot, and that didn't get through. Mathern got in front of that one, and Steensel off the glass. A bouncing puck just gets outside the line. Lockhart at center sends one in, and it's gloved by McIver. He leaves it for Christopoulos, and he's hit by Callum Ritchie. Lockhart with the puck to Ritchie, threw it towards the goal. He still has it, centering pass in front. That was sent just wide by Roloffs. Great setup by Callum Ritchie, and now Morelli keeps it in. Here's Roloffs. Pass into the slot area. He was looking for D'Amato. And North Bay content to get the puck down the ice. This face-off leaning in against Kumpalainen. Mathern to Christopoulos. And he gave it away. Seneca turns. He's got it. He's a great stick handler. We know that. We saw it in Game 3. But finally, he's pushed off the puck by Mathern. That was an uncharacteristic gap by Christopoulos. Battalion. North Bay in on the forecheck. Seneca ahead. Kumpalainen gave the red line and sent it into the right wing corner. Robrick throwing a big hit. Kumpalainen taking advantage of that big hit. Momentarily had the puck, but Wakely came back. Now Van Steensel. Here's Seneca. Pass on the far side. Robrick with a shot, and the stop made by McIver, whose helmet has come off. And North Bay's second line, accounting for all the scoring, Arnsby and Vilmanis.
Well, that's good for the North Bay Battalion to take a little bit of pressure off that first line unit of Wakely, Romani, and Van Steensel that are relied on to carry the mail almost every game.
Now here's Danford carrying the mail with a pass on the left side to Robrick. Poked in by Kumpalainen. Wakely was back, and he sent a hard around. And now Romani pokes it past the defense. Danford's got a good line. Romani with a shot from distance sends it in deep. Icing negated. Zach Sandu.
He's another promising young defenseman with good puck handling abilities as he fires it in.
Kennedy is back for it, and Ty Nelson to Van Steensel. And Steensel finds himself some open ice, and then a long lead pass. That will be icing. Robrick leading in against Wakely. Wakely
Nice.
won the draw, pulled it back. Nelson ahead for Van Steensel. He'll send it in. Rodriguez is on the ice for the Oshawa Generals. Lucas Rodriguez.
They can punt it spot.
That shot sifted from the point. Here's a chance for Van Steensel. Pass onto the near side for Romani. Turns and fires. And Oscar has the puck in his skates, spun around. Gets it back to the line. Wakely floats it towards the net, and a right pad stop made by Oster. Betkowski was creating a screen in front of the Generals goaltender.
That's
Wakely
what
took advantage of that.
Well, that will happen when the Battalion go to the net. They have to have coverage, creating almost a double screen, layers of screens in front of the net.
Betkowski moving the puck around, and Steensel cut it off. Torrance trying to get it out, and Oshawa gets it out to take some of the pressure off. Under 5 minutes left. A very esteemed list.
Yeah, those are good names to be surrounded by.
There's a shot off the back of the net by Van Steensel. Wakely throws it in front. Oster had to be alert. Got a stick on that one and guided it away. Matt Buckley trying to get to the red line, and good back pressure from Van Steensel. Griffin had the puck taken away from him. Morelli looks over his left shoulder. Witkowski now have to move it quickly up on the right side. It got by Griffin and down the ice. And that will be Generals to within one. Danford with the puck now. Tried to throw it through the center ice area, but it was congested. Sandu does a shoulder check. He's bumped by Procession. Roloffs. Puck is rolling on edge. Won't behave for him. He got it rink wide to Kumpalainen. He throws it to the net, and it was deflected in front by Robrick. McIver looking around for it. Centering pass is knocked out of the slot by Wakely. Generals came close to tying it right there. Witkowski, long shot, blocked by Van Steensel. D'Amato looking for a way to get a puck through. Can't get it through. But it's Oshawa carrying the play now. And Christopoulos, recognizing that, lifts a high Wakely up front for the Battalion. 4-on-4, plenty of ice. And Greg, yes, the ice conditions on a warm afternoon in North Bay. 14 degrees under rainy skies. The ice here in good shape. Van Steensel sending it cross court. D'Amato sends it around. Kumpalainen outlets to Buckley. Morelli is with him. Morelli sets. D'Amato misfired. 45 seconds left in the period. Sent down ice, and Wakely's going to get to it first. Wakely overskated the puck. Morelli advances it to D'Amato. Kumpalainen at center. D'Amato steps across the line. Beckett Seneca is out there. He's got the puck now, and D'Amato had to reach for that pass. Sent back to an open point. Procession gets on his horse, and a diving effort to keep the Oshawa shooters in the perimeter.
Yeah, I didn't like the goal that the Battalion gave up again. Another weak side pass that found the back of the net. Body position, tie up your man, tie up your stick.
So it is 4-on-4 to start the second period with Ertl and Ritchie remaining in the box. And here's Nelson trying to throw the puck out in front as he toured behind the goal. Morelli ahead for Kumpalainen, and he put it right on the stick of Dalyn Wakely. Here's Nelson ahead for Wakely. Wakely going wide around Morelli, a backhand shot. Grazed the right shoulder of Oster. Came all the way back. Here's Kumpalainen chasing after it. Trying to lift the stick of Christopoulos. Did. Centering pass in front.
You know, he was froze with a double pump fake by Robrick. That was a goal scorer's goal.
Seneca sets, fires. It's blocked by Christopoulos. And Christopoulos pressuring, but it's kept in at the line. Robrick, a pass across and a sliding Mathurin, able to disrupt that opportunity. Roloffs in the corner, back to Ritchie. Morelli sends it to the side of the goal. A chance for Seneca. Fake shot, maybe. Left it for Morelli.
Yeah.
Morelli sets, fires, and it's tipped over the goal.
Seam passes, they go from strong side to weak side.
Here's a chance in front for Vilmanis as he can't get the shot through D'Amato. Vilmanis lingered in the offensive zone as that puck went to the blue line. Beckett Seneca. Across the line, drops it for Robrick with a shot. That hit LeBlanc in front. Loose puck, stop made by McIver. Ritchie had a chance with the backhand. LeBlanc takes it behind his own goal and leaves it for Ride. Bronson Ride didn't like the look of his exit lane. Robrick is in his way. Here is Wakely, takes the shot. Stop made by Oster with the toe of his left leg. Bouncing puck to the far side. Romani was there. There's a stop by Oster. And
in Ottawa East. Great job.
Bouncing puck. And Van Steensel had it for a moment and is lifted high and out to center. Kennedy had the puck taken away by Roloff with a shot. And an enormous... He gets around the defense. A rolling puck. And he tried to swat it towards the goal, and it jumped over his stick. Now Wakely, Witkowski watching him. Wakely takes it in behind the goal, looking for someone to dish, gives it to Romani, but the pass wasn't on target.
That was a nice play by Wakely. Do you see the stutter step that lost the defenseman Witkowski going around behind the net? Great play by Wakely.
Wakely chases after. He's going to pressure Bedkowski. Bedkowski does a nice button hook and moves it up the left side. Kept in, however, by Van Steensel. Bedkowski with a second chance gives it to Seneca. Seneca at center. And Buckley, his anchor, drops for Griffin. Takes the shot. Stop made by Mackay.
Only the take, but shows some good character.
Draw one by Wakely. Romani at the point sends it around. Vilmanis on the far side. Bedkowski watching him as is Robrick. Wakely in the corner. Hurdle behind the goal in Gretzky's office. Comes back to Vilmanis. Patient puck movement, and Nelson had to go by his stick.
Well, it maybe jumped over his stick. When you keep the puck flat like that, if it hits any type of debris or pebbles on the ice, that's what it does.
Nelson gains the zone, drops for Erdl. Romani now. Forced to the outside by Robrick. And then he had nowhere to go. Nelson at center. Fires it in. Robrick is on the far side. It got by him. Wakely arrives on the scene. Vilmanis sends it back to the point, and it split the difference between Romani and Ty Nelson.
Yeah, really important. Once you get zone entry, you really have to overload the puck side with 4 green jerseys or 5 if you have to. You want to overload puck side with possession.
Oshawa's penalty killing unit has improved with each series. Chance came close, and Romani holding the line. Big shot from Nelson, and a pad save by Oster.
To him again.
Romani down low into the slot for Wakely. Vilmanis back to Nelson. Here's Romani again, and Morelli getting a stick in front of him.
They're not going to score. Create a rebound. Shoot at his 36-inch pads and get those pillows puffing up.
Puck comes back to the line. Christopoulos. Nelson looks, sets, makes a move, and then overskated the puck. It may have been Danford who touched the puck and knocked it off of Nelson's stick. Thurn at the line throws it towards the net. Bedkowski gets it ahead to Seneca, who lifts it in. Going after it, Callum Ritchie. He bumps Mathern in the corner. Thurn trying to push the puck ahead, but here's Seneca. Pulls it back to Sandu at the point. Sends it around. Cut off on the near side. Ritchie looking for someone to dish to. Looking for Seneca. Comes back to Sandu. Fires. That puck didn't get through. It was blocked, but tremendous pressure here by the Generals looking to add to their lead. Under 3 minutes to go in the second period. The crowd trying to get going here at Memorial Gardens. Romani with a shot. No trouble for Oster. And off his right pad. Buckley at the blue line. He'll chase after it. Christopoulos meets him. 3/4 speed takeout, and LeBlanc takes over. Wakely gets around Griffin. Griffin got this, but not worry about carrying the power play over into the third period. Torrance challenging at the blue line, and Nelson circling. Nelson's got that big shot.
What you want to utilize. I mean, you don't want to just zoom in on him, but he needs the puck a bit more. He could do some damage.
Hurdle to the far side. Wakely in the corner, and North Bay will get a chance to set up shop. They are looking for the tying goal. Vilmanis with a shot. Stick in the lane. Morelli has been great in that regard. Here is Nelson again at center ice. Wakely throwing it rink wide to Justin Erdl. Erdl now looking into the corner. Back to Ty Nelson. Romani looks to the side of the goal. Nelson takes the shot. He hurried it. Torrance got in the shooting lane. Battle for the puck in behind the goal. And Wakely comes away with it. Vilmanis waiting for the pass. Romani can't get it through. Roloff's blocked it, and a screaming pass to the blue line got by Nelson.
I mean, the Generals are doing everything they possibly can to get sticks, bodies, feet in shooting lanes, passing lanes. You have to give them credit. Great effort by the Battalion.
Hornsby bumps Torrance and comes away with the puck. And he loses it, and Torrance, former Oshawa General U16 product, homegrown Luke Torrance, sends it down the ice. And that will do it. Get that tying goal, but here we are. North Bay remains on the power play. 20 seconds left in the penalty to Danford. And North Bay with a fresh sheet of ice, and LeBlanc at center ice to Van Steensel. Puck got away from Van Steensel, and it was easy clear for Morelli. Half a dozen seconds left in the Danford penalty. He is standing up in the box, ready to get back on the ice. Nelson with speed, gains the zone, goes wide around Seneca, and the puck perhaps sticking in some wet ice.
Yeah.
Kept in by Romani with a good second effort. Turns and fires. That hit Bedkowski, ended up in the left wing corner. Bedkowski with a long pass to Seneca. Ty Nelson is out there with Kompalainen and Roloffs. Danford looks and fires, and off the face-off, Wakely doing a good job in the face-off circle all night. Here is Sandu, the defenseman. Looks, Roloffs with a rising shot off the glass. Got underneath that one. Romani finds the puck, and his pass off the mark, intended for Van Steensel. Kennedy tracks back for it, and Buckley coming in with speed. Kennedy left it for Ty Nelson. Here's Wakely at center ice. Drop pass is scooped up by Buckley at center. He steps across the line. Griffin will go after the puck in deep. One hand on the stick, runs into the referee. And then he's sealed off by Jacob LeBlanc.
That's the back pressure that I was talking about that can create old Toronto Marlies. How about the old Wexford Raiders in Scarborough? They were a powerhouse at one time.
Gilman is circling, wearing that number 23. Long pass. LeBlanc knifes it down the ice. Played 6.5 minutes of the third period. And time draining from the clock here in North Bay.
But his forecast, just the way we sort of maybe thought it might go, is Oshawa sitting back, protecting that one-goal lead, and North Bay has territorial edge. They just have to find some way to manufacture a goal.
Wakely ahead, pass beyond the reach of Van Steensel. That will be icing.
Job done.
Your best players have to be your best players. Arnsby and Vaumanis got the Battalion rolling in the first, and they haven't had much success since then. Morelli's long shot changed direction in front of McIver, ended up behind the goal. And of course, for Oshawa, Lockhart, Seneca, and Robrick leading the way with goals in this game. There's a stretch pass for Romani, and D'Amato got just enough of it to keep it away from the league's top goal scorer. Centering pass in front, Van Steensel unable to get a stick on it. Shot from distance, loose puck, they're banging away at it, and Morelli calmly sends it right up the side.
It's not going to make it.
Continues to work hard down low, twisting and turning. He doesn't have any support, and Buckley gets it out to center ice.
That's the time.
Was trying to get a change in.
That's the time that Kennedy almost wants to go down, and you have to take a bit of a risk to try to keep that puck in. Don't give up the blue line so early.
Danford bumped by Wakely, hit from behind. Elbers put the whistle in his mouth and then took it out again. Here's Mathurin, scores! Tonight to take the draw. Ritchie turned quickly and sent it back to Zach Sandu. Oshawa sends it in deep. Lockhart on the puck first. Sends it around. Seneca tried to get it back to the point, and Wakely ran into his own man, Romani. Romani now to Van Steensel. Not much room out there for North Bay, but Wakely gains the zone to Van Steensel. He had to take that pass off his skate. Romani is out there. And Steensel let it go behind the net, and on it is Wakely, but taken out of the play by Zach Sandu. Mathurin turns and fires. He scored the tying goal, but that didn't last very long. Seneca has restored the lead. Mathurin reaching for the puck, can't hold the line. Christopoulos at center, fires it in. Morelli, former Mississauga rep, dishes to Roloffs. Roloffs is squeezed out. Dalyn Wakely over the boards, left the puck behind, and Torrance, who was heading off for a change, found it and sent it in to the zone. Lockhart turns and fires. And Jacob LeBlanc to Romani, to Wakely, and Van Steensel sends it in behind the goal. Lockhart was there, and he sends it down the ice. Of course, Lockhart has won an OHL championship just last season with the Peterborough Petes. He knows what to do in these situations. In fact, he did it right here in this building.
Yep. And he just sent the puck out of the scouts. Maybe he'll make his mark next season.
The scrum off the face-off. Seneca poked it into the corner. Ritchie with one hand on the stick cycles it for Lockhart in behind the goal. Christopoulos hauls him down. Romani to Van Steensel. Van Steensel fires it in deep.
You see how much
after it.
little time and space they had?
There's a chance and a shot fired wide by Van Steensel.
I mean, the gap is unbelievable tight in that neutral zone.
Nicely waved off. Romani laying a hit. Nelson back for it.
And keep the puck in.
The face-off, Romani collects a loose puck, turns and fires into a crowd. Torrance on the far side lifts a high one out to center ice. Mathurin tightened the gap on Buckley. Buckley had body position. Hanford stepped up to the red line and picked off that Mathurin pass. Tanias Mathurin to his defensive partner, Jacob LeBlanc. His entry was thwarted by Seneca, who used his stick to knock the puck off with LeBlanc's stick.
He's got a long stick, that 45 White.
Nelson trying to find a shooting lane. Lockhart tightened the gap up to almost zero. And Steensel falls in behind the net. The puck is free. In front for Wakely. He took a swing and missed. Another shot just sent wide of the net. Puck chipped off the glass. Lockhart has a chance to get it out, and he does. And Steensel prevented Ritchie from getting in behind him.
I mean, history has a tendency to repeat itself. I see this playing out the same way that Peterborough was in here last year. We couldn't score on, the Battalion couldn't score on Simpson. Same show tonight. They got to find some way to beat Oshawa. The Battalion have a tendency to take their foot off the pedal when they get a goal. Let's see if they can keep pressing forward and go north.
The Oshawa Generals are quick strike in their responses.
Yeah.
North Bay is going to have to play flawlessly here in the final minute of the third. No mistakes. They want to push it to an overtime period. Borelli has other ideas. He returns to the face-off circle. He wins the draw and gets it back to Danford with a shot. Blocked by Romani in front. Sandu back to Rolas with a shot. A right pad save by McIver. Scramble at the side of the net. What a stop by McIver. Kumpalainen with that big frame is knocked to his knees. Rolas had it go by him, had his stick lifted by Romani. And Wakely following up, but Romani was offside. Forced to tag up. Nelson with a long stretch to Romani, who is parked at the Generals' blue line. Kennedy sends it in. And Laxdal, the coach of the Generals, has got a line change in, and he's put his top line back out there. Off the draw, Nelson to Wyatt Kennedy. Romani sends it into the middle. Morelli takes over and moves it on, and Oster out to stop it. North Bay getting a change in. Rubrick got a stick on that to negate the icing. And Mathurin knows Rubrick is coming. Reverses his direction to Christopoulos. He is checked immediately by Roloffs. Roloffs creates a turnover. Throws it in front to Rubrick, but it was in his skates. Sandu to Kumpalainen with a shot. Blocker away by McIver. And Van Steensel to Romani. 2 against 3. And Steensel in behind the defense. Centering pass in front. And Christopoulos decides to back off. Roloffs at the end of a shift just dumps it in.
Yeah, good idea by Christopoulos. Seasoned veteran, makes the right decision.
Sent in deep, icing is Camarelli. He'll wait for the Generals to get a change in. Danford to Torrance on the near side. Kyber out to stop it. He's got a decision to make now. Sends it up to the strong side for Wakely. Romani tried to thread a pass to Van Steensel, intercepted by Robrick. Robrick tried to pass to Kumpalainen, didn't work, but Kumpalainen has the puck now. Back to the line, D'Amato. Here's Rolla, shot, and that one glancing wide off the pad of McIver. Long shot through traffic, and